A Delta Connection Mitsubishi CRJ900 has crashed at Toronto Pearson International Airport, crash landing on the airport's runway 23 and flipping over, coming to a rest on its roof. Images suggest that it lost its right wing in the crash. The flight was Delta Connection Flight 4819, operated by Endeavour Air, a feeder airline for Delta. It originated from Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport in Minnesota and was carrying a reported 80 passengers and crew, all of whom are reportedly accounted for. Of those 80 souls on board, 15 are said to be injured, with 3 of them critically. However, fortunately, the remainder of the passengers escaped the plane unharmed. Flight 4819 left Minneapolis at 11:47 local time, an hour and 17 minutes behind schedule, and was in the air for approximately an hour and 26 minutes at the time of the accident. Available flight data suggests a routine flight, with no reports of distress along the journey. Flight 4819 was established on the approach to Toronto Pearson's runway 23, 5 minutes prior to the accident, and the approach appeared routine. The plane impacted the ground at 14:45 local time. At the time of Flight 4819 being cleared to land, reports suggest that Toronto was experiencing heavy winds, with a sustained crosswind of 26 miles an hour or 43 kilometers an hour, gusting up to 38 miles an hour or 61 kilometers an hour, with winds coming from the west. In aeronautical terms, using knots as measurements, winds were 270 degrees at 23, gusting 33. For reference, the CRJ900 is rated for a maximum sustained crosswind of 37 knots. That's approximately 43 miles an hour or 69 kilometers an hour. From this, it can be understood that the plane was flying at the upper end of, but safely within, its limits. In terms of meteorological information, the airport had experienced a heavy snowstorm earlier that morning, with inches of snow on the ground. At the time of the incident, though, it is understood that the snow had stopped and there had been a break in the clouds, allowing for visibility to rise. The aircraft itself was November 932 X-Ray Juliet, a Mitsubishi CRJ900. Built in 2008, it was 16 years old at the time of the accident. It was originally delivered to Mesaba Airlines, another American feeder company, where it began service operating on behalf of Northwest Airlines. It later operated on behalf of Pinnacle Airlines from 2012 to 2013, where it then arrived at Endeavour Air, operating for Delta Connection. Available flight data suggests that the aircraft had been operating multiple flights a day, every day without incident for at least the previous 2 months. At the time of uploading, facts are still being established and information is likely to change. We ask you to refrain from speculating at this time. We at Airways Magazine are committed to bringing you information of this nature in a factual and unbiased way. Be sure to follow our outlets for more information as it becomes available.